Welcome to today's edition of Sugosha Aerospace and Defense News. This is your host Shanti Kuber, bringing you the latest aerospace and defense news for today. The headlines: India to integrate indigenous weapons on Rafale fighter jets. Maiden sea trials of Made in India autonomous Fast Interceptor Boat in November. The fifth Helicopter and Small Aircraft Summit to be organized on 25th of July at Khajuraho, MP. In the global headlines, Rheinmetall's Lynx infantry fighting vehicle demonstrates killer capability. US Marines test ship killing missile system. Slovenia unveils transport aircraft helicopter acquisition plans. The news in detail. Air Force has asked Dassault Aviation to integrate indigenous weapons such as Astra, a beyond visual range air-to-air missile and smart anti-airfield weapon with Rafale fighter jets. The Rafale, a 4.5 generation fighter aircraft, currently has a diverse array of European weapons in its inventory, including Meteor air-to-air missiles and other air-to-ground weapons. Indian Navy will begin its maiden sea trials of its indigenous autonomous fast interceptor boats from Goa to Mumbai in November. Built by Goa Shipyard Limited, the trials were to take place in May but had to be postponed by 6 months due to bad weather. Capable of carrying out autonomous operations in dense maritime traffic, the autonomous boat is 15 meters long and will be crewless. The AFIB can automatically navigate the routes, and during the sea trials, its endurance will be checked. The boat will be flagged off from Vasco. It has been jointly developed by Indian Navy's Weapon and Electronic System Engineering Establishment (VC) and Bharat Electronics Limited under the Technology Incubation Forum. The boat can perform a number of naval and security missions, including intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. The unmanned boat can also be used in ship escort, mine clearance, supply delivery, patrol, and combat. The boat boasts multiple navigation modes, including waypoint navigation, manual controlled navigation from a remote station, and software driven autonomous navigation mode. The fifth Helicopter and Small Aircraft Summit is to be jointly organized by the Ministry of Civil Aviation, Government of Madhya Pradesh, Pavan Hans Limited, and the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry on 25th of July. The event's theme is Reaching the Last Mile, regional connectivity through helicopters and small aircraft. The broad objectives of the summit: provide a common platform for all industry stakeholders and policymakers to discuss the growth of the Indian helicopter and small craft aircraft industry, enhance the scope of the UDAN scheme in remote and hilly terrains, and expand the country's rural to urban connectivity, boost helicopter and small aircraft connectivity to places with existing and potential tourism hotspots by providing uninterrupted services. Rheinmetall's Lynx infantry fighting vehicle is engaging targets downrange with pinpoint accuracy in an undisclosed location, demonstrating its delay-free killer capability. Both 30 Mark 32 machine cannon and main sensor slaved armament with a .50 heavy machine gun are providing effect simultaneously on independent targets. The MSSA facilities The facilitates the engagement of targets, especially at high elevation in close range, such as the unmanned aerial vehicles and shooters on rooftops. If the commander operates his reconnaissance systems to assist the gunner in target acquisition, the Lynx fulfills the hunter-killer functionality. But when the MSSA comes into play, the commander is able to individually engage targets with a secondary weapon, while the gunner operates the main armament against other targets at the same time. The Lynx takes on doubly powerful killer-killer capabilities. With the optional main sensor slaved armament, the Lynx KF-41 gains additional advantage in close combat environments. The line of fire of the secondary weapon is able to follow the commander's line of sight and is stabilized in elevation and azimuth axis. The MSSA can be fitted with machine guns of different calibers or a 40 grenade machine gun to enable engagement of secondary targets independently of the primary weapon. The MSSA can also be fitted with a range of other less than lethal and non-lethal weapons. Another optional weapon system is the anti-tank guided missile launcher, capable of firing Spike LR missiles. In most IFVs, vibration causes loaded ATGMs to deteriorate, meaning they have to be loaded just prior to firing. The Lynx allows greater preparedness through a vibration damper, allowing ATGMs to be loaded further in advance. The flexible mission mode port on the Lance 2.0 turret can be fitted with a variety of other subsystems for specific requirements, including an electronic warfare capability and non-line of sight strike loitering munitions. The crew can even launch a UAV from the vehicle to gain invaluable surveillance information for the crew and mission commanders. The US Marine Corps fired a Navy strike missile out of its newly developed Ship Killer Weapon System for the first time since 2021. The Navy Marine Expeditionary Ship Interdiction System is a Kongsberg-made NSM which has a range of around 100 nautical miles that can be launched off the back of a remotely operated Joint Light Tactical Vehicle. This is the second Nemesis test fire that the USMC has announced in the past 2 years, with the previous test taking place in August 2021 at the US Navy's large-scale exercise in Hawaii. The Slovenian Ministry of Defense has amended its acquisition program for the years 2023 to 26, declaring plans to buy six multi-purpose helicopters and a C-27J Spartan tactical transport aircraft for the country's military. The planned aircraft purchase is valued at $176 million, manufactured by Italy's Leonardo. The new C-27J Spartan will be the second aircraft of this type to be ordered by Slovenia. The forthcoming Hello acquisition is estimated to be $217 million. Other major acquisition plans by the Slovenian ministry in the years 23 to 26 include buying new eight-wheel drive vehicles for the country's land forces and purchasing the German-made Iris-T medium-range air defense system. That's all the news for today. Thank you and have a great day.